How's it going, everybody? It is Dunkle Dylan here, aka Dylan Breeden, and one of the commanders of the Fallout whatever here. Today we are doing What If Deku Was Doomsday, Part 2. Now, where I last left off, Momo and Deku walk to the school. Izuku bluntly just says, "This is going to be a long 2 months." Now, he's the first one to walk in the room. Then Momo. The teacher was about to question him until she figured out immediately, oh, that must be one of Momo's bodyguards. Poor boy. This one the teacher says, have you already, well, no, I'm gay. So she's pretty much angry. A good one. This is when Momo gives her a serious face. Oh, you're serious? You haven't? No. I will get you, Izuku. Good luck with that, whore. And this when Izuku sits right next to Kirishima, which shocks everyone. And this when he says, what are you all looking at? You're sitting next to a kid with a hardening quirk. And I have a quirk called Doomsday. So, this one everyone's shocked. He immediately moves their decks away from Izuku, except Kirishima. Now Izuku's interested in this boy, because he's the first ever one not to be scared of him. Hey kid. Yeah? You want me to move? No. The opposite, in fact. What's your name? Kirishima the Mistake. So when Izuku hears that last word, he says, now who told you that? The entire school and my parents? Well, Kirishima, I'm Izuku. Izuku Midoriya. Nice to meet you. You gonna beat me up now? No. Unlike the rest of these people with quirks, I don't bully the weak. I protect them. This one of the kids, okay, so if I punch you in the face, would you punch me? I would kill you. Yeah, right. This one of these kids tries to throw a spitball. Izuku immediately sticks, hands up, and runs over to the kid and grabs him by the face. I would suggest you swallow it, unless you want your face being crushed. One of the kids is pretty much now crying at this rate, and this one he hears a good dog, and just slams his face to his table. Anyone else? No? Good. Now, let's study, shall we? And you, Kirishima, you're living with me now. Really? Really? I could tell that you're sad. You have depression. And those cuts on your arms are not a normal one. Where's the nurse station? She won't heal me. I'll force her if I have to. This is when Izuku picks up Kirishima and pretty much just takes him to the hospital nurse. And this when the entire class realize they feel like dicks. And this is when Izuku says, when's the last time you ate? 5 days ago. Well, I know where I'm taking you. To my mom's house. I heard that all Doomsdays were monsters. Right, and All Might's a villain. Not everything you hear is true, kid. This is when Izuku walks into the nurse station. This is when Izuku says, cover your eyes, Lamb. Okay. This is when he closes his eyes and realizes Izuku's arm has gotten bigger and bigger. This is when he hears, heal him, and you'll be spared. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Izuku. Good. What was this? I'm very curious. Use this quirk on her. This one is girl is Mo, the recovery girl,
And no, this is not the same recovery girl at UA. This is a different one. She's now healing. And this is when she sees all the cuts and the bruises and how skinny he is. This is when she's thinking, you really drove this boy to this point?
Oh my god. I feel horrible now. And give me a second. Alright, I'm back.
Now, Izuku mostly is now watching the recovery girl, making sure she completely recovers him. And this is when, and she says, he's healed. Thank you. This is when he picks up Kirishima, and now is walking back home. And this is when Momo says, where are you going? Doing the right thing, unlike you freaks. What's so special about that boy? He's not even that good looking. He's just a kid. What does he have that I don't? This is when Izuku mostly walks him to his home, which is Inko's home. And this is when he hears a knock on the door. Izuku must have gotten fired. This is when she opens the door and says, so you got fired on your second debt? And the thing she sees is Izuku carrying a boy. He needs to eat. Bring him in. What happened? Depression. His parents abuse him, physically and mentally. Oh my god, poor kid. Now I just feel... Why would his own parents do this? Turns out he has a hardening quirk. Oh, poor little one. I'll get some food ready right away. I gotta go back to work. Can you make sure that he's... Sure, but what about you? I'm gonna pay his parents a visit. Kirishima. Yeah? Where do your parents live? Down the street. They're your neighbors. I see. Inko, I'll get the adoption papers. That's when Izuku walks out. And this is when he walks up to the neighbor's house. And he knocks on the door. This is when he hears, hello, sir. This is when the girl, before Mrs. Kirishima can even finish, Izuku grabs her by the face and just crushes it. And he closes the door. And turns into his doomsday form. This is when he hears, honey, did that disgrace of a son came? I have a new torture tool I wanted to try. Your wife is dead. And now, Kirishima, by the way. Your son, Kirishima, he sends his regards. And this is when all you hear is, ah! And bones cracking, and a big push. Think in case you want a better image, think a Jason Voorhees brutality mixed with Mortal Kombat 11 brutality. It is that gory and that messy. And this when you hear a knuckles popping. Sorry about that, I actually had to pop my knuckles, they would feel a little ugh. This is when Izuku is now saying in his head, thinking, well, not saying in his head, but thinking, I do not regret this. And this is when Izuku walks out and walks back to his home, and he says, how is he? He's doing pretty fine. Ever since you came home, he slowly got out of his shell. Not completely, though. And his parents, dead. Kirishima hears that, and he's just crying, and Izuku realized this, but he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't react. because he knows those are to your happiness. Inko, on the other hand, saying, "What's wrong?" "Nothing. It's just I'm happy." Inko is now thinking, "Good God, if this is how bad they were, I'm kind of glad Izuku killed him." We don't get. I mean, I'm just worried, but in this case, I'll turn an eye. This is what Inko says. You're grounded for a week, right?" "I know, but it was worth it." I can tell." "Oh, never mind. You never told me your first name." "My parents only call me Mistake." "Well, that is no longer your name. Your name Mistake is no longer your name. And give me a second here, people. Alright, I'm back. I had to look up his name. It's Ijiro. This is when Inko says, your name is now Ijiro. Well, Midoriya. You mean, welcome to the Midoriya family, Ijiro. This is when he cries even more and just runs over to Inko and just hugs her and says thank you like 20 times. And this is when they're all having a family hug. And this is when he got attacked. This is when they hear. Sorry about that. Izuku pulls out his phone and says. This is when he says, "Momo told me everything." Ah, crap. Now go pack your bags. I am not angry. In fact, I am glad you helped that poor innocent boy. Though we're gonna have to talk about your payment. Momo wants to decrease it, but here's the thing. I'm going to double it. You were gonna be paid $200. Now you're gonna be paid $900 for saving a poor boy. Have a nice day. And that's when the text ends. This is when Inko says, well, dang, you should save people more often. Mom, I'm joking. And pretty much all that happens. Kirishima mostly is now seeing Izuku as a big brother. This is when Izuku realized he fell asleep on him. This is when Izuku bluntly says, damn it, why do you have to be cute? Oh my god. Mother, don't you dare say anything. I gotta take a picture though. Don't make me buff up. It's gonna be even cuter though. You're blushing. I must take a picture of this. It's rare when you blush. Mother. And this when you hear a click. And he goes, this when Izuku says, I am going to kill you. It's worth it to see you smile. This when Kirishima goes, Pick him up. And you're dead. Got it? It's still worth it to take the picture. Inko. Oh. Alright, I'll stop. Give me a second here, people. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so now, Deku, we're gonna do, mostly, this is when the day passes, and Izuku, Inko, and Kirishima just pretty much have a family nap on Izuku. Now, the next day happens. Izuku's the first one to wake up and sees Kirishima and Inko mostly just sleeping on him. This is when Izuku says, since when am I a pillow? And my foot's asleep too, which not makes it any better. Wait, how did my foot fall asleep when I fell asleep? It doesn't matter. What matters is that I get to saw Kirishima smile. This one Izuku just chuckles and smiles. Maybe this will be it. Maybe I will have a good day. And this when you hear, that was probably just a dream. I'm pretty much back in my drunken mother. And he sees Izuku. Drunken mother, huh? This one Kirishima cries, and Izuku's thinking, oh no, it's too damn early for this. And just hugs, saying, it's not a dream, it wasn't a dream.
God wasn't a dick.
Oh, Izuku's thinking, well, damn, he lost a lot of faith. Yeah, I really gotta protect him. And this is when Inko's mom senses activate, saying, Jiro, bro, why are you crying? I mean, not Jiro. Damn it! Hold on a minute. Alright, I'm back.
Ijiro. I gotta remember that name. This is when Inko says, Ijiro, why are you crying? Nothing. It's just that this is not a dream.
Oh, my poor baby. Come here. This one he's just crying on Inko. And this one Izuku says, mostly he just says in his head. I'm not gonna think of him saying out loud. I'm not gonna make him that big of a dick.
This is way too damn early for him to cry. But after what he's been through, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I don't want him to go through that shit again.
This one Izuku says, I'll make coffee. That would be great. Izuku mostly stirs up the coffee, makes it, and he asks, hey, Ijiro. Yeah, Izuku? Do you drink coffee? That's when he says, I don't remember the last time I haven't. Black or decaf? Plain black. That's when Izuku's thinking, well, darn, it was that bad for him just to drink coffee straight out of it? Sheesh. This one Izuku also puts coffee cream in it. And gives it to Ijiro and gives Inko some plain ass black coffee. Why? Because she's a mother. Black coffee is good for her, and Izuku has coffee with cream in it. They're both taking a sip of their coffee. And Kirishima says, whoa, this is a lot better. What is this? Coffee cream. Coffee cream. It's good. I'm glad you like it. This is when Inko says, you're both weird. You make Ijiro cry, we're gonna have a problem. No, Ijiro, not what you're thinking. I mean, you're both just silly. Can you not say weird again? Sure, sorry about that. Hey, it's okay. They're dead. Just wish I could see the bodies. True. Wouldn't they expect you to do this since you have a doomsday quirk? I highly doubt it. Why? No one knows what a doomsday quirk looks like. And plus, I made it more like a wild beast got in there. Besides, it looks like they both died from a strength quirk, so I highly doubt they're gonna confront me for being the killer. This one, Kirishima says, you got a point. Fair point. The government is kind of, well, stupid? I was gonna say unique, but yeah, stupid. Actually, I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Where do you work at? Oh, I'm Momo's bodyguard. And you haven't, I'm gay. This one Kirishima goes, oh, that would explain why the teachers are so shocked and why Momo's is irritated. But she managed to get gay people before. Well, I'm harder to get. Well, is it okay if I become homeschooled? Oh, I was gonna tell you that. You are being homeschooled. Really? Yeah, you think I'm gonna let you go back to the school that pretty much treated you like you are a monster? Nah. As your big brother, I'm making sure that doesn't happen. Well, wait, how old are you? I'm 15. Well, that explains. I'm 14. Hmm? Oh, that does explain a lot. What? Um. Alright. Well, like I said, you're gonna be homeschooled by Inko. Because she knows more about everything else. She's not, well, she won't shield you from the world. I don't think there's any chance I'll be shielded. I've been taking the hit from the world. Well, Karma was a bitch until I came around. Now she's my bitch. Well, mostly my toy, but you get the point. Alright. It's okay if I take a nap? Jeez, kid, when's the last time you slept? Since I was 5? Izuku opened his eyes open widely and thinking, Jesus Christ. You're an asshole, God. This is when he says, here, you can sleep in my room. Really? Yeah. This is when Izuku picks him up and just carries him all the way to his room upstairs. This is when they reach to his door. He opens it and says, well, this is your room. And he realized it's filled with books and a computer. Wow, you like to read. Well, it's healthier for my brain. True. Why do you have a computer? Oh, to look some stuff up. Oh, okay. When Izuku says, alright, get some sleep, okay? Okay. Now, this is when Izuku closes the door, and Kirishima just walks up to the bed and just goes whomp. Like, he literally is now on the bed, and he's just crying, saying, comfy. He mostly just falls fast asleep. Give me a second here, people. Alright, I'm back. Now, Izuku walks downstairs. Nico says, well, how lazy. I heard a thwomp, so he's on that bed. That is good to hear. Anyway, you should probably get to work. Oh yeah, I can tell Momo's gonna give me a look of disappointment. Well, she's used to people obeying her, I know. Well, she's gonna have to get used to that I'm not here. I'm not her bitch. I hope so, otherwise, as your boss is just gonna go nuts and bluntly say, he's gay, get over it. Well, I would pay good money to see that. Anyway, see ya, honey. See you, Inko. Wait, Mom, it's fine. I can tell you're still mad at me for taking a picture. I'm still gonna destroy that phone. That's when he grabs his cells and says, no, this must be treasured. You smiled for once. Dramatic queen. Ina. Edgelord. Midget. Oh, you did not. And that's when he closes the door, and Inko's thinking, he went that far. Though, truth be told, he is taller than me. And buffer. Why? Oh, why me? She's pretty much now thinking, this is gonna be interesting. Izuku now is walking out of the school, but is now walking out of his home, and this is when he sees Mr. and Mrs. Rairozu and Momo. And this is when he's thinking, fuck. Alright, what's the scolding? Oh no, I'm not scolding you. Momo wants to. And did she notice you? Yeah, she knows I increased your payment. She's more mad at me than she is mad at you. How much?
She says she hates me. She's your daughter. That shouldn't affect you. Have you ever said that to your mother? No, because she shows tough love, not that weak love you show to your daughter. Fair point. Your mom is tough as nails. That's what he's thinking. More like tough as cement. More tough than cement. That girl does not show mercy. Hope she's okay with him. I hope Kirishima's okay with him. And this is when Momo says, what's so special about him? Let me think. He ain't a slut. But he's not a bitch. He has a heart. He's been through worse shit than you. He had an abusive family. He drank coffee until he was 5. He cut himself. He also smoked because I smelled his breath. And judging by his teeth, drank. And also suffered through critical mentally and physical depression. So you, Mrs. Momo, shut the fuck up before I rip your tongue off and sell it in the black market. You wouldn't dare. This one Izuku grabs her by the mouth and just grab her tongue. And says, you want to bet? So that's when Momo's saying, he's not joking. He will. This is when Mr. Rairoshi says, please don't do that to my daughter. You know how she is. Either you put her in our place, or I will. Okay. And he lets go. You still want me to be your bodyguard? Yeah, ever since yesterday, people have actually, there's been no assassination attempts ever since I showed them you just said your quirk. Alright, let's go. This is when Izuku's now thinking, inking, I was hoping I'd get fired, but I need the money. Alright, let's go. And this is when Izuku mostly walks to the car, sitting in the front row, and mostly, Mr. Rairozu sits in the back. They drive off to Momo's school, and no, I'm not going to translate that name again, because I am not translating it. That is a too damn a long name. And this is when mostly Mr. Rairozu says, take care. Momo just coughs and just walks away. Izuku's thing just says, she's definitely mad at you, but I think she's more mad at me because I haven't fucked her. That I am not surprised. I assume not as affected as much. True. Alright. Wish me luck. Oh, you're gonna need it after that stunt. This is when Momo is the first one up to the door, and this is when Izuku comes in, and they just look at him. Izuku just says, the fuck are you all looking at? This is when they all look back, like there's a thing, and this is when the teacher says, why did you save him? Because I wanted to. Where is Kirishima? Oh, he's being homeschooled. You really think I'm gonna let Kirishima stay after what you did to him? To the point of cutting? Nah. He's staying at my home. And his parents? You didn't hear the news? Yeah, they were brutally murdered. But I was surprised they haven't sent him to the orphanage. Well, that's because my mom adopted him. Unlike you, she has a heart. Unlike you monsters. And if I say that, and my quirk is Doomsday of all things, yeah, you're pretty much should be ashamed of yourself. You're all monsters, demons. Hell, even Satan himself would bitch slap all of you. Now, I'm gonna sit down. Don't talk to me unless you change your attitudes. All of you. Now, Izuku now walks to his desk, which is the same desk that was next to Kirishima's. This is when Izuku just lays his head down and takes a nap. Now, I'm going to do a time skip. 2 months has passed, and this is when Izuku's just excited. Why? Because this is the last month to babysit Momo. He's just saying, last day, last day, last day. Why, brother, why are you so excited? This is the last time I gotta see this bitch. Oh, you mean Momo? Yes, I don't have to see her anymore. Izuku? Yeah? Question. Can I be a hero with a hardening quirk? So Izuku smiles and says, you can be anything. You can even be the #1 hero with that quirk. Why? Because I will support you. But I'm scared. I mean, well, here's one thing. Is your brother's quirk called, does your brother have a quirk, the Doomsday quirk? Because mine does. I'll even show it to you. Really? You're part of the family. It's time for you to know what I look like. Now, this is when Izuku transforms into his Doomsday form, and his skin turns gray, spikes are coming out. Well, even his knuckles turn into spikes a little bit. His teeth turn into sharp, like razor sharp teeth, and his eyes are fully red. And he says, this is what I look like. That's so... This is when he thinks, oh boy, here comes freak monster. Manly! What? That's so manly, brother! He's just speechless. And he goes, brother? Mom! Oh. This is when he hears that, and she immediately runs up to Izuku's room and says, what is it? What is it? I told him that he's not moving after I told his quirk is manly. This is when Ingo is now doing the same thing, but she immediately snaps out of it. And saying, it's just that he's surprised, sweetie. Why is he surprised? And give me a second here, people. Alright, I'm back. Well, you see, son, his quirk wasn't made for heroes, and everyone feared his quirk because of the name, but no one knows what it could do. Truth be told, no one knew, because his father was the #2 villain. Wait, you mean he's Doomsday's literal son? He's called the Rock Demon. I heard of him. The #2 villain, right? Yeah, so him showing you this quirk, you earned his trust big time, to the point where it's not even funny. So, what did you ask him, actually? Because he looks like he's just smiling. I asked him, can I be a hero because of my quirk? And he said, he would support me. Do you think he might go to UA with me? Why? Some of my bullies will be there. And Izuku snaps out of it and says, where's the papers? What? I heard bullies. Where's the papers? This is when Kirishima smiles and runs down, getting the papers, says, here. Oh, and he goes up the stairs and says, here, brother. This is when Izuku tends to UA. What if Momo's there? Fuck that bitch. She ain't my sibling. He just smiles even more, or showing a spark of hope. This is when Izuku's saying, this is when Izuku's thinking, you're finally getting your spark back, my little brother. Good.
Now, this is when Izuku hears a knock on the door and says, "That must be my last job. I am so happy." Yeah, and yeah, I'm kind of glad. Truth be told, I was getting annoyed at Momo. This one, Kirishima says, "I kind of want to rip that bitch's head off." Now look at Momo. He's Ijiro, and this one, Ijiro says, "What did I do?" "You cussed. Is that a bad thing?" No, it's very shocking to us, brother." "Yeah, son. This is the first time you cuss. Is she really that bad?" "Well, she did try to fuck me." This is when Izuku says, bluntly, "I am going to kill that bitch." "Please don't. It's your last job. Besides, who knows? This might be your last time seeing her." I hear you're right. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get to work. Bye. Bye, brother. Bye. This is when Izuku walks downstairs, goes through the front door and just opens it, and closes it. This is when Izuku sees Momo and Mr. Rairozu. Where's Mrs. Rairozu? "Oh, she's filling down papers. I'm driving this time. Shotgun." I knew you were gonna say that. Momo wanted to sit next to you, but I bet that you would say shotgun. Huh. That's why Momo's just more irritated than anything, because this has been 2 months, and now she's gone. She's now just thinking, "You know what? I give up. Izuku's not gonna go for me." And I gotta give him credit. I'm impressed. He's literally the first one not to go out with me or even fuck me. Sorry, I had to drink. This is when Izuku mostly is now sitting right in front. And pretty much this is when they start driving. Thing 2 is in Momo's last school. And this is when Momo realized he's holding 2 papers. "Hey, Izuku, what's with the 2 papers?" Let me guess, I'm your bodyguard. I'm not supposed to information about my past or my family." You actually have a brain in there. How dare you? Hey, I'm getting paid. Just because you're not paid. Hey, I'm just getting paid. You're not getting paid to insult me. Father, don't look at me. Your mother paid him that. Now, I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute, is Izuku still in his doomsday form? No, he transformed back. This is when he gets to the school. They get to the school. Well, and this is when they walk in. And this is when they see Kirishima. Izuku's shocked. This is when Izuku says, "Little brother, why are you here?" Mom wanted me to face my fears of the bullies." "Well, if they try anything, I'll gouge their eyes out and show them what a real monster is." This one, Kirishima shows him a reddish glare. He's mostly doing that Lucifer thing when his eyes turn into his doomsday eyes and turns back to normal. This one, Kirishima just smiles and says, "Okay, big brother." This one, Momo and Mr. Iroju just draw up in astonishment. This is when Momo says he wasn't lying. He did adopt him. This is when Mr. Irozu smiles. And he walks over to Kirishima, Kirishima sees this and immediately runs behind Izuku. "It's okay. This is my boss." "It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you." "You promise?" "I promise." Izuku's looking at him like, kill him? Hurt him? I'm going to kill you. Mr. Irozu immediately catches this and says, okay, I better make sure this kid doesn't get hurt. I better make sure that, I don't hurt this kid. I don't want to die. This is when Kirishima comes out, and this is when Mr. Irozu pulls out a lollipop, a sucker, saying, you want some candy? What's candy? Here you go, try and find out. This is when Kirishima just bites on the wrapper. You don't eat the wrapper. Little brother, you don't eat the wrapper. Huh? He just mostly takes out Doomday, aka Izuku, takes off the wrapper and just gives it to him back. Now try. This one Kirishima tastes the sweet, and he mostly making that little eerie face, like from the canon My Hero Academia face. He's making that face. And Izuku bluntly says, cute. And Mr. Irozu also says, mostly Mr. Irozu and Izuku say, cute. I'm not cute. Brother, you're cute. He blushes, saying, hush. Hush. You're cute too. So many Irozu is thinking, cute my foot, he's scary. Izuku just blushes a little bit, thinking, thanks. Alright, you big goofball. Now, this is when Izuku, who mostly takes Kirishima. And Kirishima's holding his hand because Kirishima's that scared. Everyone sees Izuku holding Kirishima's hand. This is when they're all whispering, are they a couple? I heard they're adopted. I don't think it really matters to them. And in case you're wondering why no one of them is attacking, well, actually no. This is when one kid tries to throw a spitball, but this is when Izuku shows the red eyes. The kid stops immediately and just drops it. This is when one of the bullies say, dude, what happened? This is when he immediately takes out the spitball. Oh, and it's the same kid who tried to shoot at Kirishima. Izuku just smiles. Kirishima sees that and says, you showed him his eyes, didn't you? Hey, just stop that spitball. Do you have those papers? Izuku pulls them out. Hell yeah, I got those papers. Thanks. You're the best big brother I could ask. And you're the best little cinnamon roll. But come on, not cute. Oops. I am not arguing with you. You're cute. And this is when Izuku mostly walks in. And this is out of the blue, which shocks even all. Izuku, he sees All Might. Ah! Mr. Midoriya. This is when Izuku says, brother, get behind me. Well, why All Might's here? The moment he said that, Kirishima was immediately hopping on his back out of pure fear. Which Izuku realized very quickly. He's even scared of All Might. Izuku gets into a combat stance, and that's when All Might says, oh, wait, Mr. Midoriya, I just wish to talk to you. Give me one good reason I shouldn't and hurt you. Hold on a second here. Alright, I'm back. Now, this is when he's still in his combat stance. He's saying, one good reason I shouldn't throw you out that window. Well, I'm the #1 hero. That's not a reason. That's just an excuse. I don't care if you're the #1 hero. I will kill you if you hurt my brother. This one shocks All Might, saying, this one's shock. All Might is just in shock, and he's thinking, he's really, so he really is that, he really is his son. But I never expected him to be this protective over this one boy. This one, All Might realized of Kirishima just hiding behind him. Kirishima sees All Might staring at him, and he just covers him. And he says, "Hey, you're focusing on me, not on my brother. So get off those perverted eyes of yours." Oh boy, he is that of a protective. Even Momo is shocked, thinking, he's really willing to kill All Might just to protect this kid? Maybe I should change what I am. This one, All Might says, "Look, on this here proposal, that's what. I am not marrying you. Not that proposal, you idiot!" This is when Izuku feels a tear on his back and says, "Say that word again, I'll rip your jugular out of your throat." Noted. I have a proposal for you to join Class 1A. This one, he's mostly All Might's going to this girly position, waiting for a punch. This one, Izuku says, I was about to go to UA anyway. My brother just asked me." "What?" "Yeah, I'm gonna go to UA." "Really?" "Yes, but not for you. Oh, you disgrace of a hero." "Oh, I thought as much. Who are you going to school for?" He points at Kirishima. "But he..." "Call him weak. I will kick you in the balls." He covers his privates and says, "Noted." Because, in case you're why, Izuku's wearing steel-toed boots. "Oh, then, noted. So pretty much don't make me mad, yeah." "Gotcha." Now, he says, "Well, that's perfect news. Well, I should probably tell you, we was gonna give you the exception right away. And my brother? Oh, so does he, since he is your sibling. What class do we go to?" You go to Class 1A. With, Mr. Aizawa, the Eraserhead guy." "Oh, so you know him." "I respect him. He actually does his job." This is when All Might struck him by the heart, thinking, he's more of a fan of Eraserhead than me. His pride is crushed at this rate. This is when Izuku is now just thinking to himself, why do I feel like there's a but coming? Kirishima will have to go through the test. Oh no, not without me. But no buts. Very well. That's when Izuku is now saying, "Kirishima, we're leaving." Wait, you haven't signed the... Izuku gives the teacher the papers and walks out of the school, and Momo says, "Wait a minute, what about me?" "You don't need my bodyguarding. Besides, you're going to UA." "How did you..." "Your father texted me." Oh. And this when Izuku walks out of the school with Kirishima mostly just on his back. And this when Izuku says, "Hey, Ichiro, wake up. I mean, Ichiro." This when Izuku realized he's asleep. Why, you little... You're lucky you're cute. He now walks out of the school and heads home. Now, Momo does inform Mr. Rairozu. Rairozu is really not too surprised because he knows All Might. He is an asshole. But with Izuku being the hero, I'm pretty sure he's gonna change his way. He's thinking. And this is when he walks through his home, and this is when Inko hears the door and says, Izuku, is that you? Yeah, and Kirishima. I'm gonna talk to you later. This is when she's thinking, oh, I fucked up. What type of talk are we talking about? You'll see, Inko Midoriya. Oh, I am so gonna die. And he puts Kirishima on the couch, and this is when you hear a crack. You sent Kirishima back to that school where he was bullied. I thought it would toughen him up. He's going to UA, and I am as well. He'll be toughening up there. Well, with these you there, he's pretty much gonna toughen up alright. What do you mean? I was gonna tell you you're going to UA whether you like it or not, and All Might what? You sent All Might? You know how much I hate him. Sorry, Izuku, I didn't know. I never looked at your room. Go check. This when Inko walks up to Izuku's room, upstairs, right next to it, and just opens the door. And this when she realized there's nothing but books and a computer. And there is a PlayStation, I'm gonna say it's a PS4, and Xbox 360. And she's thinking, well, dang, he really doesn't like All Might. I don't even see a poster of him. I just feel like a dick. Great, now I feel like a dick. This is when she walks back downstairs and sees Izuku, that's just taking a nap, with Kirishima on him. And she's just thinking, if they date, I'm actually going to be okay with it. After all, he is a silly goof. And that's where I'm going to leave it off, people. Like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Dunkle Dylan here. Bye.